Yesterday, the Lakers had a ceremony honoring the late Kobe Bryant, in which they revealed a new statue in his likeness. And they also revealed that it was the first of three statues that they're all going to reveal at different dates. So, one of the headlines that have stood out to me right now, last 24 hours, is that I'm seeing on social media a bunch of Laker fans being upset that LeBron James did not attend the statue ceremony yesterday, that they're upset, they feel insulted, they feel offended, and they felt LeBron should be there because Kobe is a Laker great and LeBron is supposed to honor him by being part of this Laker family, that he was supposed to participate in this ceremony. So so they're emotional about this, but I just want to say a few things first before I go into this is that I'm not a fan of either LeBron or Kobe. I acknowledge both are great players, but I've never liked either as people. To be honest, I've always viewed LeBron as a narcissist, and I felt Kobe was a sociopath. So both of them have what I call dark triad personalities. So not a fan of either, but I acknowledge that they are some of the greatest players to ever play the game. I have LeBron in my top 10, and I've always had Kobe somewhere ranked between 11 to 15 on my all-time greatest list. I know some people argue he's top 10, but I don't believe he is. There's just a few things that keep him out of my top 10, but definitely have him ranked really high. So just want to preface that. But I think LeBron is never really part of the Laker family. I don't think he's really part of that legacy, to be honest. Yes, he's brought one championship to the Lakers, but that championship is very forgettable. And if we're being honest, to me, it's not really a legit title. I can definitely say that. I know some people say you're hating, but that bubble was really a farce to me. It was under just abnormal circumstances. Just it wasn't a legit scenario. I felt it felt more like an exhibition, the playoffs that year versus the real thing. It felt like preseason games. Like what would you see during the preseason? It just really wasn't organized or legit or professional. It just seemed just like a big farce. Granted, they count that as part of LeBron's legacy now. It's one more ring to his name, but I never found it legit. Granted, I understand people always count that way. The reason I bring this up is, can Laker fans who are even listening to this really feel that championship was legit? Do you guys love it as much as your other titles prior to that? Like, do you love it as much as the Kobe Shaq titles or the Kobe Gasol titles or the 80s Showtime titles? I don't think it has the same ring to it. I don't think it has the same feel to it, just because it really wasn't the real deal. So so I'm just saying that's one of the reasons why I feel LeBron's not really part of the Lakers pantheon or legacy, just because he didn't really do much while he's been a Laker. I still count that title as a farce. I know some people will say it's legit, but it's very loose. If you look past that, what else has he done since being with the Lakers? Nothing, to be honest. LeBron has been past his prime since his time with the Lakers. He hasn't done anything of great significance. Some people can say, like, well, he had a great run last year, but what happened? Jokic pretty much stopped it and swept him. So he doesn't have much going for him in that regard. Just when it comes to that legacy, I don't think he's up there when it comes to Laker greats like Shaq or Kareem or Kobe or Magic or Wilt even. Just I felt he has not done enough, so maybe he feels that way too. That's why I didn't want to attend there. Just he didn't care. And if we're being honest, LeBron didn't come to Kobe's open funeral, in which the league had after he had passed away. I remember they had it at Staples, I believe, and it was sold out. You had a bunch of current league players there attending and former players sitting there during the funeral ceremony, but he wasn't there. So it's not just the first time him not showing up. So that's the way I look at it. And I feel that LeBron is a mercenary. He's always been a mercenary. So he's never had loyalty to anybody but himself, if we're being honest. Just he was like that everywhere he's gone. It's really about him and not about anybody else. So you can't expect a narcissist like LeBron to want to attend this ceremony, because it's not about him. It's about Kobe. So why would he attend? And like I said, he's a mercenary, so there's no connection or feeling towards the Lakers. So if anything, I'll give LeBron this. He's consistent. I don't think he's been knob slobbering Kobe or saying that he was worshiping him or anything like that. I think he's given Kobe his proper due. He's acknowledged him as a great player after his passing, but I don't think he's overdone it in that regard. Just so I don't think people should expect much from him when it comes to honoring Kobe. If anything, I feel Laker fans should now put more pressure on the front office and management to get rid of him. Granted, they didn't trade him now, so now you guys are stuck with him at least until the end of the season. But if he opts out, which Laker Nation should hope he does, then pressure management and ownership not to resign him. Laker fans can organize a revolt against that. If they put enough pressure on the local LA media, the radio shows, the TV shows, social media, everything, organize a movement to get him out of LA, you guys could do it. You could force him out. So why don't you guys get rid of him if you hate him that much? And I don't blame you guys for hating him. He's definitely a mercenary. He's using you guys. So get him out of there. Just organize it. You guys can do it. You guys have the power. You can put pressure. You don't have to have LeBron on your team anymore if you don't want him. But you got to be vocal about it. You got to voice it out, and a bunch of you guys need to organize it. If you guys have over 1 million people who are anti-LeBron, or you have them sign a petition that you want him not to be a Laker anymore after this, then you should do stuff like that. And I believe that the Lakers management would act on that. Especially now, if you consider it, the Lakers are not going to win shit with him. I don't see them ever winning another title with him. And if they get to the playoffs this year, I don't think they're going to have the same fluky run they had last year, because I think teams will be more prepared. And this time around, I don't think they're going to get lucky with like an injury like they did with Ja Morant last year. Granted, they could have still won, but I think it would have been harder. So I think most likely, well, I'm not going to say likely, most likely, I'm going to just call it as it is. I see the Lakers losing in round one if they get into the playoffs. I think that would be enough of an argument for Laker Nation to want LeBron gone and just get rid of the circus show. So that's really what they should be focusing on. And that's all I have to say about this.